Greetings all. 70 months. Take that 70, and divide it by 14. That's how minutes you've got to a fortune.
Five minutes, 5 games, £50,000.
Don't know this.
But with the pressure on and the clock ticking,
Pass.
lose your nerve, the hourglass turns, and the money drains away.
Oh my goodness.
This is 5 minutes to a fortune.
Good evening and welcome to, I'll try that again, welcome to 5 minutes to a fortune this fair Wednesday evening. I was going to say Friday evening, it's not, but it's a Wednesday evening, isn't it? Hello there, it's me. How are we all doing, folks? And welcome all in to this wonderful quiz night on a Wednesday. Yes, a Wednesday. Definitely didn't make that up.
Like sands through the hourglass, so are the doots of our lives.
So are the doots of our lives. Thank you very much to the 28-month resub there, Danny, and the 17-month resub from Mr. Connor M27 as well. 70 months! Bloody hell, that's a long time. That is an awful long time, Connor. Thank you very much for all of your support throughout all of that. That is immense. Thank you. And also to Oren for the 35 months. Greetings all. Wish you all the best as well, all the greetings as well. Welcome on in, and thank you for the 35 months. In the new schedule, we've got a lot of Davina games at a lot of the drop Franken packs. I would suspect. We're de-rusting the vault in April. Yes, there is a lot of Davina going on. Apparently, that is what what I have skewed towards recently is a lot of Davina McCall games. I don't know why that is the case. It just happens to be. But they're good shows. All of them are good shows. And yes, we will be de-rusting the vault with. I believe it's 1.75 million in the bank for that right now in the jackpot. We haven't yet opened that for a while. It's probably haven't been open for years, actually. So it may still be rusted over, but we'll see. When am I doing the jump? No, I'm not doing that. Trying to avoid spoiling it, press it, edit. Yeah, indeed. The Press Your Luck UK. I did have a very brief look through that. Points. It's a good version. Honestly, it is a good version. And if they had the pounds to go for it, then fantastic. Unfortunately, it's points. That's sort of the only complaint about it. It's absolutely serviceable. It's absolutely amazing. It's great. Just pounds instead of points, and it would actually feel a little more genuine. When they're just playing for a £200 spot prize at the end, because at the time there were restrictions, etc. And also this was local TV. They didn't have the biggest of budgets, but it's impressive to do that for a local TV production. So yeah, it's fine. It's honestly fine. Just of its time, unfortunately. Seemed to be way more question than the US. Well, yeah. I mean, there were certainly more spins in that first round. There were like 13 for one of the players. There's a lot of spins to have for one person in round one. That's that's how it goes, I suppose. When's Aventura? At some point, Polska. At some point, it's not scheduled right now, but it will appear at some point. It might just appear as a Discord game, honestly. But we will see how it all goes. To play tonight's edition of 5 Bits to Fortune, you will need to enter in to this lobby here via Hackbox. Hackbox.ca is where you need to go. You need to log in with your Twitch account so I know who you are out there. And then you'll be able to pick whether you want to be in the audience game or whether you want to be eligible for the hot seat game as well. Thank you for the gifted sub there, Matt. Appreciate that. Hello, can I play this, Ashley? Depends, Arun. Can you remember which is your board? Because you have contributed at least some questions to this Franken pack of 5 Minutes to Fortune that we'll be seeing. I think you've only got one of the boards, possibly one of the top 10s as well. I can't remember if you did any top 10 stuff. But yeah, there is some stuff that you have written for in this. Though it will be... Well, you never know. You might not know what it is, actually. So if you did end up picking to play, you could elect to be the timekeeper, because then you won't be playing most of the main games. It'll only be the top 10s, and I don't think any of the top 10s are yours. I'm trying to remember now. I don't think any of the top 10s are yours specifically, Arun, so you should be okay if you did play as the timekeeper. Exciting, he says. So yes, there is a possibility of that. Thank you very much for the gifted sub there, Matt, going out to, was that Conrad Lack? Yes, it was indeed to Conrad Lack. Thank you very much for the gifted sub there. So if you want in, then you'll need to enter into this here lobby on Hackbox. FZST. FZST. Log in to hackbox.ca with your Twitch account, and then you should be able to join in. And then it will automatically put you in as a hot seat player. If you just want to play the audience game, then select audience play only from that. And we will pick appropriately. We will pick one of you out at random to be in the game. And then that person will then decide to bring someone else along for the ride for the main game. Because this sort of game kind of requires you to know a little bit about who you are playing with. Because there is, I say, there are two roles to fulfill. There is the timekeeper and the game player. The timekeeper needs to allocate a certain amount of time for the game player in order to achieve all of the games in the front 2/3 of the game, or front 5/6 of the game, I suppose is the best way to describe it. And then the timekeeper gets to play the top 10 at the end. So you kind of need to know a bit about each other in this game, hence why the selection process is slightly different to what we would do in other hot seat games. We were actually talking about this over on Ben's side of things, because Moneybox is a sort of similar thing where you need two players that kind of work together, especially for the final question aspect of things. Yeah, we're just sort of talking different processes of making that happen and making it so that you can have a known pair being picked. And you definitely could have like a Google Sheet kind of thing to predetermine the pairs ahead of time, and then RNG pick from those. It just that will expedite the streaming process, but it feels a little more clinical to do it that way, I guess. I don't know. It just feels a little impersonal rather than just sort of doing ad hoc basis, which is a little clumsier looking on stream, but it's just more, we do it live, that kind of thing. There are different ways to skin a cat. I know it's a terrible phrase, but there are definitely different ways to skin a cat, and we just do it different ways, and we'll see how it all feels, essentially.
Cheer 100,
Matt,
I
hello.
am the referee, and therefore I am the timekeeper, and therefore I am adding 5 minutes on Wahahaha.
You can't just go and do that, Matt. There are rules to this game. There's 5 minutes, and there's only 5 minutes. You're not allowed any more than that. Thank you for the 100 bits, though. I do have the ability to add time, just add as and when I feel like it, though. So if you do end up being on my wrong side, I can just take time away from you. I can take money away from you as well. Avatar didn't load in game. It sometimes doesn't. Sometimes doesn't, just depends on how it feels at the time. It should be fine, though. It might appear later on, actually, but we'll see. Tops up the hour. I could indeed top up the hourglass. You wouldn't do that to me, would you? Oh, I don't know, would I, Matt? I did actually have a read through your doc the other day while I was doing all of the other business that I needed to attend to with Quiz Night, including sorting out the damn schedule, etc. Interesting format, must be said. A very interesting format. There are a few concerns I have about it potentially, but they may end up just being, completely baseless, depending on what happens in a playtest or something. So it's very interesting, must say. Very, very interesting format. I don't know when we're going to have time to be able to develop that further, but yeah, definitely an interesting thing to read through and maybe source out as a game in future. you're loving the soundtrack for this epic. You have to thank Mike Dexbach. Not him specifically. I can't remember the name of the composer that he had commissioned for this. But yeah, he had commissioned a composer to do all of the music, sort of redone as if it was the 5 Minutes to Fortune music, but legally distinct. And they did a production of 5 Minutes to Fortune in Russia, sort of, kind of like this, but much higher production value than me. Commissioned it for his project back then. They did that project. They did all the recording of that. That has now been put out to YouTube. And he saw me doing the Hourglass, in fact, about 1 year ago from this day. And he sent me a DM saying, yeah, I've got lots of music and graphics and that. If you'd like to use them for your project for 5 Minutes of Fortune, I would absolutely love that, because I know that the music is very, very difficult to get a hold of for the full 5-minute bed or 4-minute bed, depending on which part you're actually looking at. But yeah, Mike was incredibly generous in gifting all of that to me, obviously on the proviso that I can't share that with anybody else without his say so, but I'm allowed to do it in my stream broadcast with no issue. So yeah, if you want to listen to all the music, you just have to be terrible. It's a terrible thing to say, but yes, the only way to listen to all the music is be terrible at the game, and you get to listen to lots of music. Or maybe watch me in a dev stream when I decide I just have it playing on loop all the time, because it is bloody good music. But thank you again, Mike, for being so generous with your donation of assets for this game. So, how many do we have potentially into play in the hot seat? We've got Sheldon, we've got Connor, Riff, Hex, the 2 times champ. We've got Matt, Marcini, Lulu, Arun, Sam, Toppy. Although what have you done with your tea there, Topper? You've chopped your tea off in half. And Late Minky, all eligible to be picked as a hot seat player for this edition of 1000 Heartbeats. No, 5 Minutes of Fortune. Though we have stolen some of the game from this into 1000 Heartbeats. It's all a bit of a mess. The number of games I've copied over from one way to the other and stuff. And yeah, Toppy hasn't finished eating his tea. That'll be it then. Yeah, fair enough. Well, Manifesting Ape and Sam. Well, Sam has been here once before with Clive, if memory serves. Don't think Ape's been in the hot seat yet, so that would be fun. I know Topper certainly did, because I invited Topper and Ben into the hot seat for the Quizmas game. So Topper's definitely had some fun in the hot seat previously. Hello there, Agent. Welcome to the stream. You are more than welcome to play along on this game in the audience if you wish, or even in the hot seat as well. You just need to go to hackbox.ca, log in with your Twitch account, and join in with that room code that you see on screen there, FZST, and then you'll be able to play along for the fun. Or you can just lurk as well. That is also a perfectly plausible and perfectly optional choice to go for as well. Entirely up to you how you feel. I need to play this game with me. I unfortunately, I can't play the game right now. I'm hosting it, and I have all the questions and answers in front of me, so it would be a bit difficult for me to actually play the game. But in future, yeah, maybe. It would be nice to be able to play 5 Minutes of Fortune, actually. That one's sort of the next one on the list in order to be able to play, because I've done 1000 Heartbeats, I've done Outright, done Secret Fortune. Thank you to doing that at QNL2. So yeah, we'd be looking forward to seeing me play this at some point in the near future with someone. Who would I do it with, though? Who would I play 5 Minutes of Fortune with? Now that would be a good pick. What would be a really good pick, actually, to have on 5 Minutes of Fortune would be the pairing of Mr. Game Show and Lee as well. By the way, it is Lee's birthday, I believe, today. If my alerts are anything to be trusted, I do believe it is Lee's birthday today. So happy birthday, Lee, if you're all out there watching along right now. This Game Show live, I'm on mute, so tell me if you pick me. Fair enough. I will do. I mean, you'll be able to see on screen as well. But yes, happy birthday, Lee. I hope you're doing well out there. Hope Quiz Show Live is going well as well. And yeah, looking forward to seeing that very, very soon, I hope. What's this game's name? This game is 5 Minutes of Fortune. You'll be able to see why it's called that in a moment. But I think we're about ready to pick our first hot seat. Twitch just twitched. Did it? Did it just balk the player? Because it did just for me as well. Yeah, it's fine. Just refresh and you're fine. Right. I think it's time to pick our players. So, F5 if down. I'll just press that. We should be back. Right. It is time. Massive thanks to in part me, in part David J, in part Charlemagne, in part Alex, in part Arun for tonight's game of 5 minutes to a fortune, because I basically cobbled together all of the rounds that we have yet to see from the majority of the games that we have played on stream, plus also a bit from QNL2, and then the top 10s that have also been lurking around as well. So I've been able to sort of franken-pack an edition of 5 minutes of fortune, so hopefully be able to do most of the rounds we've not seen before, and then get onto some fresh content for the next edition of 5 minutes of fortune whenever I scheduled that for. I'm pretty certain I did schedule that for some time. It's on the schedule if I did. You're watching multiple streams, they all book at the same time. So yeah, it all just sort of hiccuped on Twitch's end. Right, shall we find out who our hot seat player is for tonight's edition? I think it's time to find out. Ralph! You were here for QNL2 in the hot seat. Though you were timekeeping for Ben, so maybe you want to be doing some game playing tonight? Entirely your decision. But Ralph, you have been picked as a hot seat player for tonight's edition of 5 Minutes of Fortune. So if you could please make your way to the green room, we'll get you sound checked, etc. And then we'll get you into the game proper. And Ralph is already saying, okay, come on in, Riff Raccoon. All right, so I think the pairing has already been established. So I will advance the game on to the second part where we will be picking our second part. But it looks like it's going to be the Riff Ralph. We're going to have the Riff Ralph. The people want it. Give me a moment, sorry. It's fine, we can give you a moment, Riff. While we do that, I'll go and have a quick chat with Ralph. Good evening, Ralph. How you doing?
Hello.
Hello there. How you doing?
Very well, thank you. It was curry night at the office today.
Oh yeah.
So we had a proper curry mayo curry.
A curry. What kind of curry? Yes.
India, no, Manchester.
What kind of curry?
Oh, lots of curries.
Just lots. Just all of the curries. Tim Curry, by any chance?
Basically, yes.
Basically, yes. All right, we'll go with that. So, yes, you were playing 5 Minutes to Fortune at QNL2 with BC and did phenomenally well, though got a bit stumped on the top 10 with the board games and that. Do you think you're going to do better tonight in the hot seat?
Hopefully. I got a race to get my board games done in the end.
Indeed. We've got a Riff currently in the green room, so let me bring Riff into the mix and say good evening, Riff.
All right.
Hello, how you doing?
Knocking everything over. I'm in Canada in February. How do you think I am?
Cold?
Freezing. Cold. There's snow everywhere. Don't like it. I think we need more global warming, if I'm honest.
I would beg to disagree on that front, but if you're not liking the cold, you can emigrate to other locations unless you just like Canada in general.
No, it's all right. It's all right. I'm going to Sweden next week.
Oh,
should be
cool.
Better.
Yeah, I mean, slightly warmer, I suppose.
Slightly. We'll see.
We will indeed see. So you have been invited along here by Ralph. Have you two had a decision as to who's taking on what role in tonight's edition?
Oh, I'm leaving that up to Ralph. I'm just here for the ride. I feel honoured.
Well, I was timekeeper last time, so Riff, how would you fancy being timekeeper for me in the...
I think I will make lots of mistakes, but I think that's fine. That sounds good to me.
Would you feel happier actually doing the quizzing yourself?
I don't know. That feels like there's more... Either way, I'm going to make mistakes. I feel like timekeeper is safer.
I mean, you will have to
so if you're good... Oh, that's fine. Yeah. We'll do. It'll be good. That's okay. I'll just make sure it's a good one.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're good playing, I'm good timing.
All right, we'll put Riff on the timekeeping then.
Alrighty, so let me assign the players. We've got Ralph as a game player. We've got Riff as a timekeeper. Ralph is already familiar with 5 Minutes of Fortune after actually playing it. Riff, I believe you are familiar with the game?
It was one of those shows when it was on TV I really wanted to go on because it looked really easy. Which is probably
easy.
not a good thing to say now. Well, I mean, it was one of those shows where you felt like their casting choices were skewed away from people that might win. But no, it's I'm pretty familiar.
Pretty familiar.
I made it a slight refresher for the first round just whilst I keep up, but yeah, should be all right.
Obviously, I mean, I'll do that for the benefit of stream watching along as well, because they will be playing along in the audience side of things. They will also need to be doing some timekeeping as well as some game playing as a hybrid format for them. So yeah, I will need to give them some details about stuff as we go along. But let's establish the game proper, take away the lobby, and have a look at our audience leaderboard as it stands. So all of you in the audience, you have an hourglass full of 50,000 doots, and you also have a time of 5 minutes to allocate across 5 different games that Ralph will be playing throughout this process. What you'll need to do on each game is give me a time estimate as to how much time you think Ralph will need to complete 5 questions of a particular round. Any time over that, you will start losing in terms of your hourglass doots. So from your 50,000 doots, it will start draining down. That 50,000 is equivalent to 4 minutes of time, by the way. So it's like 600 odd doots per second get removed from the hourglass per second. Is it really an hourglass if it's not an hour? Yeah, it's still an hourglass. It's just the word we use for it, Hex, these days. Like egg timer, if you want to use that. But yeah, hourglass is sort of the word they use for the game. So yeah, it's a big old thing. And then when we actually get into the games proper, you will also be able to play the questions yourself, answering on Hackbox. Anything you get right on that, that's a guarantee amount of doots that you'll earn no matter what happens to your hourglass doots. You'll get to see everything get added up in real time as we play along. So yeah, in the audience, you're playing both sides of the coin. Ralph, you are specifically playing the game player here, and Riff, you're playing the timekeeping role in tonight's edition of the Hot Seat game. Now, it's time to have a look at the categories that you'll be facing in tonight's game of 5 Minutes of Fortune. And they are the following: Globetrotter, Teleaddict, Big Kid, Sports Nut, Science Geek, Music Mad, and Animal Lover. So, as a reminder, Ralph will be playing 5 of these rounds. Riff, you will be playing one of the remainders at the end as your top 10. So have a think about what you might want to keep in reserve for yourself at the end, and have a think of what Ralph may want to play out first. And of course, if we do end up using an emergency stop on a round, we'll talk more about that in a moment, but if you do, then the emergency stop will pick a random round from the remainder. So that will be out of your control in that case. Riff, do you have any ideas in mind where we want to start?
I quite like this set. I'm glad that Animals is here. That bodes well, I think. I'm terrible. Am I allowed to say what I'm terrible at, aren't I? I'm always worried about giving too much away. You are
absolutely allowed to talk about stuff for yourself. Yes.
Right. It's just Ralph can't go, oh no, if I pick a thing. That's how it works.
Ralph has to maintain a bit of a poker face for the time being. Right.
Okay. Well, I feel like I know I don't want to do Teleaddict because I'm terrible at TV. But I'm trying to think what Ralph. What I think Ralph's quite good at most of these. I feel like Ralph's quite good at telly, and I'd like to get it out of the way. But no, you want to. Oh, I'm thinking strategy. You leave that in case it gets randomly picked. Let's do Big Kid.
We're gonna go with Big Kid, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely know what I'm doing.
Absolutely certain, Big Kid, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Big Kid, it shall be. So, let me load up my information for Big Kid. This is one that I had prepared for Quizmas edition 2024, but did not get played out. So, in Big Kid, Ralph, you will be shown a series of words that will appear on screen very, very quickly. It'll then be your job to determine the game that they all feature in. They'll all be names of characters. You need to give me the name of the game that they all feature in. In that example, you had Yuffie, Tifa, Sephiroth, and Cloud. All of them feature in the game Final Fantasy VII. Technically Rebirth, remake, all of that jazz as well. I probably would have accepted broadly Final Fantasy because there are some other game series listed here as well, and Final Fantasy is sort of a game series, even if characters don't necessarily carry over all of the titles. So I may have been broadly accepting that, but you will need to give me the name of the game or game series that features the characters that are displayed. And that is all you'll need to do. So, audience and Riff, we now need a time prediction for how long you think Ralph will need to complete 5 quick flashes of video game characters. Riff, what do you think?
Do I have to do anything with Hatbox, or do I just say words to you?
No, you are just talking to me. You will need Hackbox for the emergency stop. That's the only time you'll need Hackbox is the emergency stop button.
Oh, okay. I've got too many monitors, Ash. That's the trouble. Okay. So just to chat, I'm glad I'm not playing this because my eyes don't work. It'll flash up. It's not like anagrams. It's just like the words, right?
It'll just display 4 character names very quickly.
Oh, I think Ralph's got this. This seems well up. It's all video games, yeah.
All video games in this one, yep.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna have. I want to go 40 seconds, but that seems a bit too aggressive out the gate. Let's go 45.
You'll have 45 seconds. All right, I'll give the audience a couple more seconds to get a guess in, though I will automatically lock in 60 seconds by average if they don't put something in the next few seconds. 3, 2, 1. And that is locked in. Ralph, do you think 45 is going to be enough here?
Yeah, this is feel like a very fast and furious round. I feel good at video games too. When Riff picked Big Kid, I thought this is my thing. I like Big Kid as a category.
Fantastic. Well, seems like this could be a good, if I get all of my consonants in the right order, could be a good prediction here. Let's have a look to see what the audience allocated. Oh, so there were some very bold bids of 10 seconds, because that is the bare minimum that you can allocate on any round. Average of 51 seconds. Highest bid was 1 minute and 30 seconds from a particular hourglass. So that is what the audience has predicted. It's time for you to take your positions, virtually speaking. It's just, that's the procedure they follow on the show. So, as a reminder, Ralph, you'll need to give me the name of the video game that is associated to the 4 characters that will quickly flash on screen. You will have 45 seconds to do so. At 10 seconds on the clock remaining, the hourglass will start to turn. At 0, the hourglass will start draining. Riff, as a quick reminder to you, you will have an emergency stop button that will appear on your Hackbox device when the game goes live. If you think the round is going south and you don't want to drain any more from the hourglass, you can hit that emergency stop button, but you can only use it the once throughout the entire game, so make that decision count. No, those final 10 seconds are still the 10 seconds. So if you allocated 45 seconds, then at 35 seconds through that, it will start to turn. So there's no extra 10 seconds on top. It will turn and finish turning at 0. That's why there's a minimum of 10 seconds, because that's how long it takes for the hourglass to turn. If you could allocate 0 seconds for a game, you would be getting free game time by 10 seconds. Why you would do that, I don't know, but you could. So there's always a minimum of 10 seconds you can allocate, because that's the amount of time it takes the hourglass to turn. And also you get to hear that music as well. Audience, you'll be able to answer on your Hackbox device. There are some alternate accepts in the text answering. Keep an eye on stream. That's the only thing that will show the flashes. You will not see that on your Hackbox device. The Hackbox device is purely for answering, and that's all it will display. Okay? Just putting that caveat out there. Ralph, are you ready to play?
Yes.
Okay, if you're ready, then let's play.
Game 1. Big Kid.
Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, I'll take that. Vice City specifically.
Pass. God of War.
Correct. 3 to go.
Pass. Metal Gear Solid.
Correct. 2 to go.
Pass. Animal Crossing.
Correct. 1 to go.
Overwatch.
Stop the game! Look at that! Just started to turn. Really good allocation of time, though. If I was being incredibly picky, I would say you allocated 9 seconds too many. But I mean, you said it yourself there, Riff. You didn't feel confident in allocating 40 seconds, so you went 45. But you now know that Ralph is already in the zone, as it were. So you can go lower if you want to. But well done there, Ralph. Really strong performance. A couple of passes, just as you needed to as well. You just decided, I'm going to move on at this point. Riff, how do you reckon on Ralph's performance there?
That was everything I could have dreamed of and more. No, it was that was kind of what I expected. Like I should have trusted my gut more and gone with the 40. I think that would have been good. But I feel okay because you never know. You can just get you can get video games you've never played. That is possible.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unless Ralph's played all the video games, which I don't know if Ralph hasn't, but yeah. No, very good. Well
all
done,
of
Ralph.
the video
Thank
games,
you for,
every single indie game out there as well. Yeah.
Every single one. Yeah. No, that was good. That was impressive. I'm confident. I'm also I'm going to be increasingly nervous that I'm going to screw this up at the end. But we'll see.
We will see. Let's quickly go over the answers that you missed there, Ralph, though. I mean, it was still 9 seconds you would have been able to do them in. To this first one, Hank Anderson, etc. That is Detroit Become Human, specifically Connor, sort of one of the main characters, Marcus and Kara, the other 2 main characters, because you play sort of 3 stories at the same time. Yeah, Detroit Become Human there. Next, Caitlyn, Jin, Ari, Yasuo, they are League of Legends characters, or LOL you could have said in the Hackbox interface. And Jack, Andrew, Ryan, Frank Fontaine, Little Sister, they are from Bioshock there. And I think one more? Or was that it? That was it. There were only the 3 passes, so really, really well done there, Ralph. 9 seconds still on the hourglass. It didn't turn all the way. Means you still have your full 250,000 doots in the hourglass. Really strong performance. Very well done. Ralph, how are you feeling at the moment?
Buzzing.
Buzzing. That's a lovely word there. But yeah, really strong performance. A nice, easy, nice way to settle the nerves as well is with a nice, strong performance like that. 1 round down, 4 to go. Let's go back to the audience leaderboard before we go to the category board. See how they're doing out there. So Hex was the one that allocated just 10 seconds, so has drained a bit of time out of the hourglass. So yeah, 44,208 dukes left to go, but with a lot of time still left to allocate, so can be very, very comfortable on the next few rounds. Lots of 50,000s on the board. We've got Rias with 49,417, who also allocated a shorter amount of time. Went with 35, so very, very close on 35 seconds. But not good enough. Apes was the best with 4 minutes and 22 left on the hourglass. That was like the perfect prediction. And Polska, thank you very much for the 6 months there. Appreciate that.
Since Hackbox didn't load in my avatar, I'm the yellow one above the cyan one.
Yellow one above the cyan one. Which cyan one? The yellow ones aren't above cyan ones right now. The leaderboard has shifted around to adjust for position. But that's a new accent apparently. Yeah. Thank you for the 6 months though. Appreciate that. So let's go back to the category board. It's time for round number 2. And Riff, where are we going next?
See, I like a lot of these. Let's knock off Globetrotter.
Globetrotter,
Yeah.
Okay. Globetrotter it shall be.
Yeah.
All right, so Ralph, you'll be facing the 5 minutes to a fortune passport. Yes, it's that time again, where you'll see stamps from cities or airports around the world. You need to give me the country that they feature in. Here we've got a stamp from London Heathrow. You would find London Heathrow in England or the UK, broadly speaking. Either of those answers would have been accepted for this particular one. Just need to give me 5 countries that contain the city or airport, and you're good to go. So, you got 4 minutes and 15 left on the hourglass left on the clock, should I say, to allocate here, Ralph. Ralph, that's the first one. I knew it was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen once, but it's going to happen a few more times still. Riff, how much time do you think Ralph will need to complete this round?
It's all right. It's my Twitch trivia drinking game. Is drink every time someone gets us confused. That's why I'm always plastered. This one's interesting because this is like this can be weirdly tricksy. I think when I've seen it, like it can be super easy. Like some of them are super easy, but then it's like they can throw some curveballs, and it's a little bit slow with the whole stampy stamp. But I've got some time to play with because of the first one. But I also know Ralph's quite good, so I'm going to say, what's the lowest? Can I do it in like individual seconds?
You can do it in individual seconds, yes.
But not tenths of seconds.
You can't go to beyond integers, no.
Devastating. Okay, let's say you got to do 5 of these.
Yes, 5 stamps.
Let's go 58 seconds.
58 seconds, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. 58 it shall be, and that is locked in. Leaving 3 minutes and 17 for later on. I believe that's the Widdicombe. It is, Ape. Ralph, do you think 58's enough?
It might be more than enough, but we'll see how tricksy these ones are.
Indeed, it could be tricksy, but it may also be a bit of a breeze. I know when Ben did it to Q&L, it was very much a breeze, but may have been in their wheelhouse with the geography. On the audience side of things, minimum allocated time of 26 seconds. The average is 44 seconds, so they're going like 1 second under what you originally allocated for round 1. Maximum time, 1 minute and 15 on the hourglass, so very interesting spread. It has skewed slightly lower this time, though with a lower level has gone up from 10 to 26 seconds instead. It is time for you to take your positions. So, as a reminder, Ralph, you just need to give me the name of the country from which the stamp has come from, either a city or airport the stamp could be. You've got the 58 seconds on the time to complete the round in. At 10, of course, the hourglass will start to turn, and at 0, it will start to drain. Ralph, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, then, let's play.
Game 2, Globetrotter.
The USA.
Correct, 4 to go.
Canada.
Correct, 3 to go.
Indonesia. Pass. Turkey.
Correct, 2 to go.
Germany.
Correct, 1 to go. New page.
The Netherlands.
Stop the game. Well then, there was only the one that you struggled on, and we will go over that in a moment. Really You still got 24 seconds left to go. You could have done that in like 30 seconds. That 30 seconds would have been enough. That's kind of crazy. Wow. Riff, what do you reckon on Ralph's performance there?
Not to take anything away from Ralph, but like LaGuardia, Toronto, and Amsterdam. I feel like I saw one of these once where it was just like a tour of just the most obscure countries. I'm sorry, Ralph. I should have had more optimism.
Sometimes it is very obscure, and sometimes they're a little easier like that. So
I'm a bit too risk averse. That's what I'm learning. Okay, next one we'll just do 15 seconds. It'll be fine.
Let's go over that one that you did miss out on. It was a Jeju or Jeju. That one is South Korea is what the answer we're looking for there. South Korea is Jeju or Jeju, how the hell pronounce it. I can't remember how the pronunciation should go for that. But yeah, South Korea was the answer. And that's it. That was the only mistake. Well, mistake, I suppose. You passed on it. You were able to complete the round with 24 seconds still on the timer. Means you still have the full $250,000 in the hourglass left to go. Strong performance. Very strong performance here. Ralph. You happy with that?
Absolutely.
That's you said that like it is just another day in the office, like it's a chase again. Oh goodness! Are we going to have that kind of performance tonight, where it's just the chaser has come back again? But we will see. Doing very well. I've got 3 more rounds to go before we hand control over to Riff to do the top 10. In the audience, Ape has now actually shifted down to second worst position from being in the top position. Ape was 10 seconds too confident in Ralph and so had to drain some of the hourglass. But with that, you've got 3 minutes and 56 seconds left to go to allocate. So you may still need that for future rounds. We will see. Currently, it is Prey residing overall with 50,000, 3 minutes and 30, though tied on time with a few other avatars as well, including Oni as well. Lots of 50,000 still in play. We've got 49,925, 49,417, 48,884, 884, 884, 48,050 and 44,133 still in play. Doing very well indeed. You still got 4 minutes on me. What's going on here? Are you allocating time, Hex? That's the question. Or if you're allocating the right amount of time, we will see. Either way, we continue on to round number 3. And we're back to Riff to make a decision on where we're going.
It doesn't matter. He'll just do them all in 30 seconds. I think at this point, I'm pretty sure when we've done trivia, Ralph's like consistently quite good at telly, which I noticed because, like I said, I'm terrible at it. So let's do telly. Let's do telly addict.
Telly addict. Okay, we will go over there then. Let me find my notes for this one. So. Ralph, in Telly Addict, you will see a dictionary definition of 2 different words. The 2 words you will then find will combine together to make up the title of a TV show. So in this example, we've got an adjective of the darkest colour reflecting no light. That is black. And then we've got a noun, an exact copy of a data set, often on a remote server. That is mirror. Merge the 2 together, you get the title of Black Mirror. And that is what you're looking for. They're all going to be the names of TV shows that are smashed together as like that with the 2 words, but each word individually defined for you to try and work your way there. And that's what you need to do. So, based on of that information, you've got 3 minutes and 17 left to allocate here, Riff. How much time do you think Ralph will need?
Good, you got our names right.
Yes, I had to consciously think about it each time.
This is interesting because this is like secretly like reading comprehension. But I'm pretty sure that Ralph can read. Pretty sure, because like Twitch chat. So let's say 41.
41 seconds, yeah.
Yeah, there's quite a lot to read. That's the thing. I think the reading bit's going to slow it down, but I think 41.
I will say
41.
I will say before you actually make your mind up proper, the definitions will be read out by text to speech, and I would like the text to speech to read out the phrase fully before making an answer. So you may need to account for some time there.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Just before you make an early allocation.
Let's do 46 then.
Oh, just 5 seconds extra then, yeah?
Yeah.
So 46, yeah?
What do you want me to do, Ash? What do you want me to do? I just tell 3 minutes?
So 46. I'm not pressuring you any one way. 46 seconds, yeah? Okay.
47.
No, 47. You said 46. It's going in. It's locked in. 46 seconds.
If we lose 1 second, Ash, I'll come for you. All right.
The computer will read it and better not, Ape. 46 seconds. Ralph, do you think that's going to be enough?
It's going to be a bit tight, I think. I think I might straw this one a bit more. I was hoping that Riff had plenty of time, so we'll see how it goes.
We will see how it goes. Of course, you can dip into the hourglass a little, or Riff could also decide to use the emergency stop if it is going particularly badly. In the audience side of things, we've got a minimum allocation of 22 seconds. That is, again, very bold, especially for this round. 22 seconds is a very bold bid. The average is 51 seconds. Maximum time being allocated is 1 minute and 15 seconds. So, again, sort of bunching up a bit more. The average has skewed up slightly higher this time. But the minimum, that is a very bold bid of just 22 seconds. But we'll see if that is going to be enough. It is time, once again, to take your positions. And as a reminder, Ralph, you need to work out the definitions and then give me the name of a title of a TV show. You know the drill at this point. Once the time hits 0, the hourglass will start to drain. Ralph, are you ready?
Yep, yes I am.
Okay then, let's play.
Game 3. Telly Addict.
A person who is outside one's familiar circle, any movable possession, an entity.
Stranger Things.
Correct, 4 to go.
Herb of the Speedwell genus Roman god of war, identified with the Greek Ares.
Life on Mars. Veronica Mars.
That's correct, 3 to go.
Held back as a danger, taken into custody, a number of buildings constructed at the same time.
Pass.
The cardinal compass point at 180 degrees to place and leave a vehicle in a dedicated place.
South Park.
Correct, 2 to go. Hourglass is turning.
Barely, without any others being included, to develop a rapport, to be or become joined.
Only Connect.
Correct, 1 to go. Hourglass is draining.
Enjoying or showing marked joy or pleasure, the time from sunrise
Happy
to sunset.
Days.
Stop the drain! Very good. Only barely touching the hourglass there. We did drain a little, but that was a great allocation of time there. Maybe 2 more seconds would have been even more better. Would have been perfect, but that was very well done there, Ralph. Riff, how do you reckon the performance there?
Oh, if only I'd said 47 seconds instead of 46. Wouldn't that have been great?
You're really going to hold that against me? You're really going to hold that against me, huh?
I got to say, I'm very impressed with Ralph there. I put him in a bit of a... when it started, I was like, uh-oh, I've made a little bit of a boo-boo. But Ralph did very well under pressure. I'm very impressed. That could have... when you're doing this stuff, I think... Something, because I've been like a lot of us, I've been on actual TV game shows, and the thing people watching from home don't realise is when you're actually on TV, it's really stressful. And it can really break your brain. So that's very, trying to do this when you got all that music going and the thing turning over. No, very impressed. I feel like Ralph kind of saved me there from what could have been a bit of a blunder.
Yeah, there's people in chat saying, which ones actual TV game shows, Riff?
Yeah, obviously. Haven't we all?
Yeah, which ones have you been on then?
I'm not telling you that. You'll dox me.
Fair enough.
I'll tell you one. I was on Pointless. There you go. You can have that
You're
one.
on Pointless. Oh, nice. Okay. Did you win the jackpot?
Oh, I've got a trophy. I'll say that much.
You got the trophy. There you go. That's enough, isn't it, for a BBC game show? Isn't it? Is a trophy.
It's in a box in my attic.
It's not proudly being displayed
on
then.
full display. So no. I mean, it's all right. The raccoons that live in the attic, they can look at it. It's fine.
Fair enough. There was one you passed on. Let's quickly go over that one. Held back as a danger, taken into custody. That's arrested. A number of buildings constructed at the same time. That is development. So arrested development was the combination there. Bit of a difficult one to work out, but you passed on it with enough time, and you did, unfortunately, start draining the hourglass a little. But it wasn't much, was it? Nah, it wasn't much at all. 6,798 doots have been removed from the hourglass, which on its own kind of sounds like a lot, but compared to the 250,000 that you started out with, that is now up to 243,202 doots. So the grand scheme of things, barely nothing. has been drained from the hourglass, but it has happened. So, 243,000 or so. Not bad at all. Ralph, how are you feeling right now? You've gone over the halfway point of your contribution to the game, as it were. How are you feeling?
Well, feeling very good. I was thinking that Riff might have given me a bit too little.
Well, it ended up you did need the time. In fact, you needed 2 more seconds or so for the perfect allocation, but it's fine. That's what the hourglass is there for. It's not going to be a perfect win throughout, but we'll see how much of the 243,000 you can still keep in play. In the audience side of things, how are they doing? We now have a Prey and a Tipster, as well as a Fox, and also Oni, and also Oren, and also Cetra, and also there's lots of names that are still on 50,000. But Prey is currently doing the best with the allocated time, though. 2 minutes and 35 left to go with the full 50,000 still in play. So it currently has the best chance of doing the best in the audience here. Could possibly go for a perfect finish as well, depending on how the other 2 rounds go. So quite a lot of time to work with just 2 more rounds left in play. Down at the bottom we've got Hex, only on 40,000, so only lost about 10,000 out of the entire hourglass so far, so not bad at all, considering everyone looking to get a decent performance out of the hourglass tonight, depending on how the next few rounds go, though, because it could all crash down with a particularly bad round. We'll see. Round 4 of 5 here then. Riff, where are we going next?
I mean, is there any point going on when we've lost some dudes? It's no longer perfect, Ash.
It's no longer perfect,
so
no. What are you keeping in reserve for yourself? Because you need to consider that at some point.
Well, so the only one I'm not keeping is Music Mad, because I mean, unless it's like classical music, I'm terrible at music. But the other 3, I mean, Science Geek's tricky, because science can mean so much to trivia folks. Like sports is usually fine, like especially if it's like North American sports or something. So I guess sports can be tricky though. Sports can be a bit tricky. But I think this is really difficult. I wish Ralph could tell me. I feel like Ralph is usually pretty good at. What would Ralph like here? I think Ralph's usually pretty good at both music and sports.
5 minutes.
Oh,
my old nemesis.
There's a noise.
Hope things are well.
Yes, indeed, your old nemesis, Sidious Star. You were on the playtest of this about a year or so ago now. Thank you for the 100 bits. I hope you're doing well there, Stad. They're kind of schooling it right now. They are with the record performance, so it is sort of your record to try and hold here. That's something you can do here, Riff, is try and keep a hold of the record. If you can't do a perfect
Wait, what's
game,
the
at least get
record?
Prey and Tipster did particularly well at like 220 odd thousand dudes. I can't remember the exact number, but it's certainly somewhere in that ballpark.
Now I feel even worse for breaking the perfect streak.
So,
let's do Music Mad.
Prey and Oni,
I think
even. Prey and Oni. It was Prey and someone. I remember it was Prey something.
We'll go for it. We'll make this happen. And we're going to start with Music Mad, because I feel like Ralph's done pretty well at music in the past.
Music Mad, you say, yeah?
Yeah.
Let me make sure I've got everything right on this one. Oh yeah, this one. Fantastic. I say that
I don't like the sound of that.
It's fantastic for me because oh god. So
famous trumpet concertos.
No. For Music Mad, you will face a series of trivia questions that all relate in some way to music. So, for example, you would have the question, what game gives its name to the musical that features the hit song One Night in Bangkok? The answer to that is chess. However, to answer chess, you need to spell it using, in this example, using official languages of the EU for each letter as you go on. So, in this example, you could give me the answer of Czech for the C, for the H, Hungarian, for the E, English or Estonian, and then for the S, Slovak, Slovenian, Spanish or Sweden, and do it again. And spell out chess. And for each question, the list of category answers will change each time, so you have to pay attention to both parts. We'll give you a simple trivia question relating to music you need to answer, but you then need to give me the answer spelled out using a different category of answers. And this is the one I hate because there's so much marking involved. So that is what you need to do in this particular round. Let's open up the bidding. You've got 2 minutes and 31 seconds left to go here, Riff. How much time do you think Ralph will need?
I've got some questions, Ash.
Yes.
The first two being, who came up with this particular format and where do they live?
5 minutes of fortune and 5 minutes of fortune land.
This is like some torturer concocted a trivia game.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, there's a lot of variables in this because, like, if it's if the trivia, I mean, I'm kind of trusting that the trivia questions will be relatively easy, and the challenge is more in doing the list thing. And if that's the case, I think Ralph will be pretty good. I feel like Ralph's kind of one of a fellow listy type trivia person like myself. I've got a lot of time to play with. That's the main thing, right?
You do have time to play with here, yes.
So I think I just feel the eyes of Ralph judging me every time I do this, but I want to go for 82 seconds.
82 seconds, yeah?
Minute 22. Does that seem like this could be really slow? That's the thing, but it could be. No, let's do some. The last one took about 4. The last one took him about 50.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this will definitely be slower just because there's too much. You got to do a lot of processing. Let's do 76.
76 seconds, yeah?
Final answer, lock in, etc. Yeah, 76.
All right, 76. 1 minute 16. That is locked in. Ralph, do you think that's going to be enough time? 1 minute 16.
I was hoping for like something closer to 90, to be honest, because this feels like one that will take a lot of time. Because you've got to think doubly hard.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hello. We've got
What's all this riff Ralph about free doots?
What's all this riff Ralph about free doots? Says Mai. Thank you for the 51 months. Appreciate that. Hope you're doing well this evening. Sorry, Ralph. Continue, please.
Yes, because I have to think doubly hard. Once for a question, and again for things to match the category up top.
Yes, it is rather devious indeed that you've got the music trivia question, but then you've got a list of any old things afterwards that it could match against. So yeah, it could be quite a difficult one to process. Hex, you will be answering much the same as Ralph will be doing. You'll need to spell it out using the list answers we are asking for, but it won't necessarily be listing by names of countries. It will change for each question, so you'll need to pay attention to that as well. There's a lot of mental gymnastics in this round. And the audience allocations do reflect that. Minimum is all the way up to 45 seconds here. Average 1 minute 13, so about the same as what Riff has done here for Ralph, and a maximum of 1 minute and 45 seconds because they do have time to allocate, so might as well use it if they can. So yes, you will have to read the question and category every time because it will change each time. So it's time to take your positions. And I need to keep an eye on many, many different windows right now. So as a reminder, Ralph, you'll be given trivia questions you need to answer, spelling out the answer using list categories provided. You've got quite a bit of time to work with here, but we'll see if that is going to be enough for you. You know the drill at this point. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Let's play.
Game 4.
Oh,
Music Mad.
Wonderwall was the biggest selling single by which Manchester rock band answered with two-letter words valid in Scrabble.
Correct. 4 to go.
What name is given to the vibrating piece of cane or plastic in a clarinet mouthpiece? Answer with counties of England.
Rutland, Essex, Derbyshire.
Correct. 3 to go.
When they were first formed, how many band members were in One Direction? Answer with chemical elements.
Fluorine, iodine, vanadium, electrum. Oh. Erbium.
Correct. 2 to go.
Complete the lyric by 80s rock band Midnight Oil. How do we sleep while our boys are burning? Answer with surnames of actors who have played Doctor Who.
Baker, Eccleston, Davidson,
Hourglass is turning. Hourglass is draining.
pass.
Ooh.
Congas, bongos, and djembes are what kind of percussion instrument? Answer with words in the chorus of Never Gonna Give You Up.
Pass.
What 2000 hit by Eminem featuring Dido is Gen Z slang for someone who supports something obsessively? Answer with
Skopje,
European capital cities.
Tirana, Astana. Pass.
Which Icelandic singer released the jazz song It's Oh So Quiet in 1995? Answer with surnames of US presidents.
Bush. Johnson. Obama. Reagan. Kennedy.
Correct, 1 to go. What is the name of the 2017 musical based on the wives of Henry VIII? Answer with social media platforms with 100M plus active users.
Pass.
What boy's name was the name of Michael Jackson's first US #1 single? Answer with books in the Twilight series.
Pass.
What name follows Hey to make a popular song by the Beatles? Answer with countries in the 2022
Jamaica?
FIFA World Cup.
Uganda. Jordan. Jamaica. Pass.
What kind of deep-pitched electric guitar typically has only 4 strings? Answer with the 30 most popular
blackberry,
fruits in the UK. YouGov.
Avocado. Strawberry.
Yes, stop the drain! Whoa! Wow. Wow. We finally got there. I was wondering if the emergency stop was going to happen, but it never did come through, so we were just persevering on. I suppose, Riff, you just thought that Ralph was going to get to it eventually, but then just hit a run of bad questions?
See.
Yeah, that was.
I'll let Riff finish.
Oh, sorry. I was just saying, like, it was. He was on the verge of so many. Like, they were all just there, and then it was like you got to the last letter. I was like, oh, what letter is this? Oh, that was brutal. I can't handle this responsibility. This is why I can't have kids.
Oh, goodness me. You were very, very close on quite a few of them, but just missed out. Let's go through the ones that you did miss out on. So to start off with...
Yeah, because there were a lot of these, it's just I couldn't answer the top one. Like, which Doctor Who had a surname starting with S?
That would be Smith.
Oh, fish custard.
Yes, fish custard. Dr. 11 Smith there you would have been looking for the S that you missed out on for beds. Next, we were looking for drum to complete the answer there. Down or desert, run, up, and make. Those are the answers that you could give there to spell out drum from the chorus of Never Gonna Give You Up. That's a very specific set to go with. Next... the answer we're looking for was Stan. Could you spell out with which one was you missing? The A. Yeah, we had Andorra la Vella or Athens.
Amsterdam.
I didn't have Amsterdam listed here. Oh. Maybe that's not the capital city. And Nicosia or Nook I have there for the N. So that's what I had on that one. Next up, 6. Yes, 6 was the answer you could have given me for the S. Skype or Snapchat. For I, either IMO, iMessage or Instagram. And then for the X, either X itself or Xiaohongshu. You could have also gone with. That's a kind of answer and a half, isn't it?
Would you have allowed me to say Twitter instead of X?
I probably would have allowed you to say Twitter instead of X, yes. And then, moving on to Books of the Twilight. This is a tricksy one. We were looking for...
Oh, this is brutal.
Spelling out Ben. To do that, you would need Breaking Dawn for the B, Eclipse for the E, and New Moon for the N. Those are the only answers you could have given there. There were no other alternates because it was a very limited data set. And then the countries in the 2022 FIFA World Cup. You were spelling out Jude. You knew that. The J, Japan. For U, USA or United States or Uruguay. For the D, Denmark. For the E, Ecuador or England. And I think that's the lot. Yes, that was the lot on that final one there. Well... That is the end of that round. Goodness me.
Craigasm 100.
Good lord, the brutality of what round? The freeze up is real to witness.
It is indeed, Natter. Thank you for the 100 bits. It's how these rounds go sometimes. You get a really, really brutal round that drains a lot from the hourglass. But you are still in the game. That is what matters. Though you did lose quite a heft from the hourglass in the process. Shall we find out how much we lost? Here we go. It's about half what you had in the hourglass to start with. 123,266 doots have been drained from the hourglass in that one round alone. Means you now have left in it 119,936. Oh boy. Ralph. Very tricksy one, unfortunately. How are you feeling at the moment?
Oh, that was horrible. I was thinking, Jamaica was what came to mind because I had the 2024 Women's World Cup in mind, and I completely jumped over Japan.
Just jumped over Japan. Yeah, fortunate on that. Again, it was the only one answer you could have given for Jay on that particular list. But the situation is, you're still in the game, you've got about half in the hourglass, but you still have emergency stop available if you do hit a particularly naughty round. So that's still very, very powerful going into the 5th round of all of the options here. And then after that, we're over to Riff's side of things. So there's only one more round for you to play out here, Ralph. For you, Star, the audience game, they're actually playing a hybrid edition of 5 Minutes to Fortune. They are both predicting the amount of time that Ralph will need to complete the round, but then they are also answering the questions themselves to get themselves some guaranteed doots, regardless of what happens in the hourglass. So yeah, they're playing with 50,000 each in their hourglasses that get drained over time, depending on what time they predict, but they also get 1,000 doots guaranteed for each correct answer that they can submit before Ralph gives the answer. So you've got all of that going on. They have a hybrid edition of the game that they're playing along at the same time. Speaking of the audience, how are they doing? Yeah, no one with a perfect game on the hourglasses here. Best we've got is... I actually don't know who that is from that avatar right now. A relatively new person. With 29,694 in the hourglass and 53 seconds to go. Praise in second place with 29,035 with 1 minute to go. Walking, there you go, Walking. I'll try and commit that to memory. And then we've got Oni in third place, 27,993 with 45 seconds left in the hourglass to go for one more round. Going all the way down to Hex, who still has 2 minutes and 30 left to go in the hourglass for one more round. You may as well allocate it all, Hex. There's no point allocating less at it. I wasn't accounting math. Well, here's the thing. You could have the most inspired time allocation for this final round if it ends up going really, really badly for Ralph. So you never know. You could still be on for a winner compared to everybody else because you've got the most amount of time still to work with on the hourglass with 2 minutes and 30 to allocate. So we will continue on to round 5. This is the last one that Ralph will be playing as the game player. Riff, where are we going?
So, I do have some. I still feel. Wait, I had a question. Where did the drained doots go, Ash? Do they get like given to needy causes?
Unfortunately, they just get they just go into the abyss and they disappear into the void.
They leave the economy entirely.
Yes, indeed, yeah.
That feels like. I don't know what the economic implications of that are, but that's...
we just have doots to throw away.
I see. Well, I could write a research paper about that. But I've got a strategy.
Oh yeah.
Which is we're gonna do Sports Nut. I've got a theory, which I'll expand more on once you show me what the game is. Yeah.
Okay, interesting strategy. As I like to hear it. We're going to go to Sportsnut then for round number 5.
Please use inverted commas around the word strategy.
Oh, sorry, strategy. There you go. I have done that for you on stream.
Thank you.
So, in Sportsnut, you will see a series of statements about sporting statistics, but the phrases have been condensed. So in this example, we have 5C on an AT. It is your objective, Ralph, to expand the phrase to its fullest. In this case, the sporting statistic we're talking about here is 5 colours on an archery target. That is the answer we're looking for here. Statistics aren't necessarily going to be like records or things like that, though there are some records out there, but we will give you the numbers of the record. You're not expected to know that data. You just need to fill in all of the words around it using the condensed phrase as a guide. And you need to complete 5 sporting statistics to finish the round. That is what you need to do for this round. So, strategy-wise then, Riff, what's the sitch?
So strategy not gone to plan. I'll be honest. I was not expecting this to be Ditloids. Remind me. So what happens if I emergency stop like 30 seconds in? Do we just lose that 30 seconds and get 45 for the final game, or do we get 115 for the final game?
So your final game is irrelevant to the amount of time left in this play. So you may as well allocate all the time you've got. There's no reason why you wouldn't.
So I mean, so if I emergency stop, Ralph's got to do some other nonsense.
Yes, but it uses another 75 seconds essentially.
Okay, that's what I thought.
We just do over the time that you already allocated.
Yeah, okay. I was just making sure because I was concerned I've got ahead of myself. Okay, no, this is good. This is my strategy. This is fine. Strategy is we see if this is doable, because I'll be honest, that example seemed quite difficult. But Ditloids can be quite... Ditloids are weird because they can be like super easy or super hard. I used to do a weekly pub quiz where the guy had a Ditloid every week, and I found the website where he got them from.
Oh, right, yeah.
So that was quite profitable. But yeah, I like that guy. I did have to have an argument with him one week about the number of puppies in 101 Dalmatians, but that's another story. Yeah, this is good. Let's go for it.
Go for the full 75, yeah?
Well, I mean, do I have a choice? Can I say 5 seconds?
I mean, you can, but I'm not going to let you. The audience certainly have a choice in amount of allocating less time if they really wish to. It's their dupes they're burning, or escaping to the void, whichever it happens to be. Ralph, do you think a minute 15 is going to be enough for this round?
It should be. It looks like it's going to be enough for Tuffy. Hopefully I won't lose as many dupes as last time, because that would mean that Smith would have nothing left.
Hopefully we have some dutes in the hourglass at the end of this round. Audience side of things, basically the same on the average, 1 minute 16, a minimum of 45. And Hex has indeed allocated all of their remaining time, 2 minutes and 30 for this particular round. Hopefully we're not going to need all 2 minutes and 30, but it's there if we did need to do it. So let's take your positions. So, as a reminder, Ralph, you just need to expand the phrases to describe sporting statistics. You've got 1 minute and 15 on your hourglass to do so, on your time to do so. You know the rest at this point. Are you ready?
Yes.
Then, let's play.
Game 5, Sports Nut.
A BC is 44F in L.
Pass.
24R in the F1S.
24 races in a Formula One season.
Correct. 4 to go.
4F for a first R in SJ.
Pass.
The PB&P is 4.
Pass.
WR in the H is 7,291p.
World record in the heptathlon is 7,291 points.
Correct. 3 to go.
5R on the OF.
5 rings on the Olympic flag.
Correct. 2 to go.
D of an IHP is 3.
Pass.
5P for a T in RU.
5 points for a try in rugby union.
Correct. 1 to go.
12P on a VC.
Pass.
Hourglass is turning.
9I in a
9
BG.
innings in a baseball game.
Stop the game!
Phew.
Nicely done there, Ralph. Really well done.
I bet Riff's feeling welcome.
No emergency stop used at all. Riff, how you feeling?
Yeah, I'm going to take that emergency stop and sell it on the black market.
No, we can't do it. We can't allow you to do that. No, we can't allow you to do that.
What?
No. We can't do that.
That was my real strategy. Oh. That was very impressive. I feel like Ralph did very good work there, recognizing, because the challenge with these puzzles is that it's very, you can fall into the trap of like, oh, I can figure it out. And when you're up against that clock, you got to have a very good, you got to be very decisive to decide, you know what, not going to waste time on this. So that was there. That was very good. Very good. I'm relieved. Although I'm also nervous because now I've got to do something.
You will need to do something in a moment. Let's go over the ones that you passed there, Ralph. So a BC is 44 F in L. That's a badminton court is 44 foot or feet in length. That's what we're looking for there. Next.
Obviously.
Yeah, no. 4F for a first R in SJ. That's 4 faults for a first refusal in show jumping. The next one. The PB in P is 4. The purple ball in pool is 4. Not personal best, if that's what you're going for there. D of an IHP is 3I. The diameter of an ice hockey puck is 3 inches. And one more. 12P on a VC. 12 players on a volleyball court. And that is the end of all of those answers. Who wrote this set? This was a David J set of sporting statistics. Thank you again to David J and also all the other writers for all of the content we've seen in tonight's game of 5 Minutes of Fortune. Well, the hourglass started to turn, but it did not drain, means you are playing with 119,936 doots in the final round. And Ralph, your job is now done. How are you feeling?
That was a...
just that sigh of relief sound.
Well, I'm glad that we have Riff here to finish things off.
Well, Riff, we are about to turn to you as the game player for the final part here. How are you feeling right now?
Can I? You know how everyone gets me and Ralph confused? Could we just let Ralph do this bit?
No.
I'm sure he could do a great Riff impression. No one would know. No one has to know, Ash.
Now, unfortunately, on stream we do have the Discord overlay that is showing when people are speaking. So we will know who is speaking in each case.
That's the one problem with my plan.
The one and singular only problem with the plan, yes. So, as we go into the final round, how's the audience looking? Everyone has cash in their hourglass, all the way up to Prey, currently with the lead. 26,799 doots in the hourglass going into the final round. Connor in second place, 26,65, and walking in third with an even 26, as well as Sheldon as well. Going all the way down to Matt, who has 10,583 doots left in the hourglass, and also a minute and 12 on the time. because apparently that's a thing. Ape decided to keep 7 seconds. It looks like Polska kept 45 seconds, or someone kept 45 seconds, and Matt kept 1:12 because they could. So that's how that goes, I suppose. They are your seconds now.
Is that Manic with 1 second?
It looks like Manic kept 1 second behind. Yes. Looks like it is, yeah.
That's the real style point. I like that.
Just a singular second left on the time with 22.666 in the hourglass as we go on into the final round. And we are left with Science Geek and Animal Lover. Now we turn to you, Riff. It is time for you to play the final round. Which category are we playing for?
Oh, I don't like this. I feel like, to be true to myself, I have to do Animal Lover. Like, I should do. I mean, I'm both of these things. I'm both a science geek and an animal lover, but I'm a statistician, and people argue about whether statisticians are scientists. So I think I've got to do Animal Lover because I do like animals a lot, and I will apologise to Ralph in advance if this is a terrible mistake.
Go with Animal Lover, yeah?
Yeah. Hopefully it's just raccoon 10 times.
Hopefully it's just raccoon 10 times. Well, we'll see about that in a moment. So for your round here, Riff, you will have a top 10 that you'll need to complete, or at least half of it. You'll need to give me 5 of the 10 answers in the top 10 to complete the round. I will note you'll need to wait for me to give you a judgment marking yay or nay on each answer. Don't just give me a spam of answers and hope that I'm going to mark them all, because I'm not. I'm only going to mark them one at a time. So yeah, give me an answer. I'll give you a yes or no with the sound, or it doesn't appear. And we keep going until you give me 5 answers. The hourglass will start to turn immediately as the round begins. You'll have then 10 seconds before the hourglass will start to drain at that point. Just get me the answers in as quickly as you can to stop the game and take away whatever you have left in the hourglass. For everyone in the audience, you've got nothing left to do now. You are not answering on this. You are just watching your doots tick away. Yes, it's fun to see on the hack box because it gets updated like every 1.5 seconds, and you just see the number just disappear, go down, 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 and down. Hopefully not too far down. We'll see how well Riff does. But yes, the audience game, there is nothing left for you to do other than watch your dupes disappear. Fun. It looks nice and shiny. That's my version of fun, is nice and shiny things. So, quick summary again, Riff. Top 10, you need to give me 5 of the 10, so it's like tenable. Are you ready to play, Riff?
I'll be honest, I've never felt so much pressure. But sure. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry if I lose all your dupes. I'll do my best.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's play.
Final game, Animal Lover.
Top 10 heaviest land mammals.
Oh. Polar bear. Tiger.
Yeah, take.
Oh. Elephant.
Yep.
Rhinoceros.
Yep.
Oh, what's big? Giraffe? Hippopotamus.
Yeah, stop the game! Just like that!
Raccoon.
And you finish with 107,502 dukes in the hourglass. Ah, easy. Absolutely easy there, Riff. Not a problem. Oh, goodness me. How you feeling, Riff?
How is giraffe? They're all bone.
What was that, sorry?
How is giraffe? I'm shocked, but I thought giraffe was like a silly. Giraffe was on there, wasn't it?
Giraffe was on the list, yes. That was position 4 on the list.
I guess they've got a lot of neck. They are quite big. I'm honestly just shocked that polar bear isn't there. Like, polar bears are massive.
You will see why polar bear's probably not on the list, because there is one of a similar family. All the other
bears.
Yes, there are other bears out there, and they will be featuring. At least one of them will be featuring on the list.
But bears are so good. Oh, bears are like. Oh. Anyway, sorry.
The bare necessities, etc.
I'm overwhelmed that I managed to get an animal question successfully that wasn't about raccoons. I thought it was going to be like top 10 best things about raccoons or something, but apparently I have diversity in my knowledge.
I will tell you that in the normal gameplay side of things, raccoon would have been one of the answers. It was probably I think it was actually the example answer. So you would have seen that come up, but you'll have to wait and see when that comes up in a future pack.
Can we start again? Let's start again. I'll pick the animal game. Let's do it again.
I mean, honestly, I could probably do that and just burn the list because otherwise it's just going to be going spare for quite a while. So I probably could do that just as a bit of fun. But I'll quickly go over the list of 10 answers for this top 10 heaviest land mammals list. At number 10 is the gorilla. Number 9 is the Siberian tiger specifically, but I did accept just tiger. Number 8 is the Arabian camel. Number 7 is the grizzly bear. That's the bear we were looking for. Number 6 is the moose.
That makes sense.
Number 5 is the American buffalo. Yes, moose was on the list, yes. Number 4, you got giraffe. Number 3, you got white rhinoceros. Number 2, the hippopotamus. And number 1, the African elephant, all on the list there. So, yeah, there you go. That's how it all shook out. And you are a winner of 107,000 plus a little bit doots. Ralph, how do you feel?
Very relieved.
Very relieved, that's what we like to hear. And Riff, how do you feel?
Also extremely relieved, but also I need to go and look up how big giraffes are because I can't believe they're the 4th biggest land mammal. That's
heaviest.
That's honestly quite surprising. Heavy, but they're so spindly. Like their legs are small.
It's all in the neck. It's got to have a lot of strength in the muscles in the neck in order to support it that high.
Yeah. I guess honestly, the only things I knew about giraffes is they have like 7 bones in their neck or something. And like most zoos, they let you pay $5 to feed them a banana leaf. Those are my giraffe facts. That's all I know. But now I know they're the fourth heaviest land mammal.
Well, we will have a look at the other game in a moment. Just we need to sort out the audience game, make sure that gets all paid out properly. These are the final scores, including your guaranteed doots. AB Me is our overall winner in the audience with 34,923 doots, followed by Oni with 27,873, and then Manic in third place, 25,907 doots. Everybody getting something on the board, everybody with something in the hourglass at the end as well is what we love to see, all the way down to and including Matt with 8,824 on the hourglass, or combined with any guaranteed doots as well. So really, really good payouts, honestly, in the audience side of things. And that is everything dealt with as we hide the audience side of things away. Shall we have a quick look at that other game then? Just for you, I guess, Riff, if you want to play it. I
just want to see raccoons. That's all I'm here for.
If you want to see a raccoon, then I can easily quickly do that. So let me find... hang on, which game is it on? It'd be that one. So I need to pick that one and do that one. So this is what it actually would have been. So Animal Lover.
Yes, telephone.
Yes, a telephone.
Raccoons are famously good at texting. Yeah.
Yeah. So in this edition of Animal Lover, you'll be given a series of animals that you need to spell out using the numpad, and the example would have been raccoon. So to do so, you would have spelt it with a 7. If it actually would work. Apparently, it's not going to work right now. I can't step it.
Raccoon is a great word to spell on a phone keyboard, as you may be shocked to know I know from experience.
How do you spell it then?
It's good. It's 7 2 2 2 666.
It is indeed, yes. I would show you that if the demo would actually work, but we're beyond the actual flow of the game, so I can't actually do that right now. But yeah, there would have been a list of animals that you needed to spell out using the numeric keypad, and that was what the round would have been. So there you go.
I wish I'd picked that over the bloody spell things using Twilight Books game. That would have gone much better.
I mean, that's just how it goes sometimes. You don't know what is the game behind the categories.
Just how it goes.
It is just how it goes in the RNG of it all. But there you go. Well done to Ralph and Riff. Ralph, how do you feel with your 107,000 plus win?
Very happy.
Delighted. I'm going to go invest it in a mutual fund.
Well, I hope you two had fun in this edition of 5 Minutes of Fortune.
Absolutely.
That's what we like to hear. Well, thank you very much, Ralph and Riff, for this phenomenal performance of 5 Minutes to Fortune. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we will catch you two later on in another quiz. Take care.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. And that should be everything sorted, and everyone is doing their Doots checking right now to see if the Doots are paid out. I believe the Doot code should be live and should actually be paying things out properly. If not, let me know on Discord and I will fix things, because I obviously had the leaderboard that I could work from. Looks good to me. Fantastic. Well, I hope you enjoyed this edition of 5 Minutes of Fortune. And again, thank you to myriad of authors, David J, myself, Arun, Oni, and Shadowmane at the very least. There's probably some others that I'm forgetting, but those are certainly the 5 that come to mind for the set that we played for in 5 Minutes of Fortune there. Some really, really good questions. There is one... There is one, the Science Geek, that is using a type of round that we've yet to see happen on stream yet. And I'm kind of disappointed to see it not appear on stream. But hey, we'll keep it in reserve for another time until you do actually end up picking it. Your hint is Science Geek is the one that has the special content. So when that comes up again, you pick Science Geek. Or don't. But yeah, there is a particular round of gameplay you've not actually seen on stream yet. And in fact, there's probably a few others that I'll be adding very soon that will also be fulfilling that criteria. So yeah, new rounds on their way in 5 Minutes to Fortune, including one that has been implemented for a while, but you haven't actually seen play out proper yet. Our next scheduled game is the 23rd of April. So we've got... 2 months and a bit. 2 months, a couple of weeks until then. Got plenty of time to brush up on that, and we'll see what happens with 5 Minutes to Fortune. Thank you again to all the authors for tonight's edition. It is now time for me to pay out for all of the wheel spins that I have yet to do. 3 of them, in fact. Yes, 3 wheel spins I have not done on stream recently, so I now need to do them all of the spins. So we're going to be here for a while. It is 9:33. Normally end my streams at around 10. I'm hoping that we can get all the spins dealt with in a timely manner, but I'm aware that I need to do 3 spins. So what we're going to do is we're going to spin all 3 times necessary, plus any additions that may happen, because there are some respin things on here as well. There's only 2 I haven't done, but the 3rd would be the normal one for today, so it's technically 3 spins for today. But we'll do 3 spins, and then we'll see what I have spun together, if they can combine together in some way, and if they can, then we'll do the combination of those. If not, then we just do them separately. It'd be nice to see if we can get some weird hybrid game out of all of this stuff. If we hit jackpot 3 times, then you get paid out jackpot 3 times plus whatever I then spin on the 4th. How does jackpot lottery work, says Aaron? We'll figure that out if that happens as well. Is this my spin star? It kind of is, yeah. So let's get spin number 1 underway, and we'll figure out where we're going. Spin it! Go! So for spin number 1. Well then, that's a good start, isn't it, for spin number 1? All right then. So jackpot's on the line. Now spin number 1. How about that jackpot is active. So let's need to spin for number 2.
Cheer 100.
The wheel. I need to. All right, we're increasing the jackpot of the wheel to 350,000 now. And that works, I suppose. So 350,000 on the line in the jackpot for tonight's edition. And now it's time for the 3rd spin. Basically, we're just doing everything in one go on one game here. We're in the grid. Seriously? All right then. Okay, so we're doing a jackpot wedge in the grid again tonight. All right. We can do that, I suppose. Oh boy, in the grid it shall be. Game F, yes, F's in chat. We're playing Game F. No marbles indeed. Third option. Yeah, it's like the third one in a row with a jackpot in the grid. So let me sort that out on Unity. I need to get that configured. I also need to talk to Nightbot as well to get the redemptions in. So let me log in to that. Giveaways, settings, keyword. Usual keyword in the grid is active. So if you want to play in the grid tonight, say that keyword. In the grid is the keyword you need to put in to be eligible to play in the grid tonight. And Unity is still taking its time loading up right now, which is irritating. So yeah, 350,000. Oh, don't worry, happy dude. It's very easy. It's a very easy game. You just pick grid cells. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to do is pick grid cells and hope that you win. It's RNG the game, with a bit of strategy involved. Must be said, there's a bit of strategy involved. Let me quickly make sure that we're on grid setup F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So grid setup F is this one. A, B, C, D, E, F. Yep, that's grid setup F. But I need to adjust it in order for there to be a jackpot of 350,000, right? So that's that one. Yep, that's that one. Cool. That has been configured. Is there something else I can do? I wonder. Is there something else I can do? I bet there is. I bet there's one other thing I can do. If this would actually allow me to do it. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm just going to do a thing. And we'll see if it works. What's the difference between those two? I don't know. That? Oh, we're going the wrong way with that one. Okay. not what quite I expected there. Try that. And so that? Yes, that looks correct. And then this one, that one, and that one, and that one. And then go back to debug mode because I broke things, apparently. That becomes... Whoa, where did that go? That becomes that. Then I fix it by doing that. And I fix it by doing that. And we'll see if it works. It should work, in theory. What I've just done, it should work. But we are doing it live, as they say. Yeah, I do remember that idea, Matt, but I'm holding that in reserve in case. So, we are going to be picking 2 players to play in the grid tonight. Who is going to be facing off? Mr. Vertigo. We'll do it live. Yes, that is what we're doing. We are doing it live. So we've got a Mr. Vertigo in position number 1. If I load that up. Oh! I will need to do that. And I also need to pick another player. So let me re-roll. And we've got Manic in seat number 2. So it's Mr. Vertigo facing off against Manic Volcanic. So we've assigned those players. Called it. Burn the Witch. MV versus MV. It actually is as well. MV versus MV. That's crazy. Hashtag rigged. We don't like those words around these parts, Happy Dude, but I know what you mean. Let me find some music in the form of Tipping Point, because it uses the same music. Where are you? Where are you, Tipping Point music? Bed 3. Tension. There it is. Oh, don't worry about it. You're new here, so you get a pass. But yeah, we do tend to avoid using that word because, because of previous things that have happened on the stream that seem incredibly unlikely to happen, and it's very easily to just call out that it's rigged or not, but it honestly isn't. So yeah, it's one of those things. So don't worry about it. Right, we've got a Manic in the green room, so we're going to bring them in. Hello there, Manic.
How we doing?
You're doing well. How are you?
Doing great.
I'm going to turn the music down a bit more, actually. We've got Mr. Vertigo as well. We bring Mr. Vertigo into the studio. Good evening, Mr. Vertigo. How you doing? Are you there, Mr. Vertigo? Oh, apparently I'm not looping either. Let me try that again. There we go. Are you there, Mr. Vertigo?
Can you hear me?
Yes, hello, I can hear you now. How you doing?
I'm pretty shocked that I got picked.
Well, welcome on in to you two. I need to actually change the camera too on stream, so just let me do that right now. And it's time for you two to face off in the grid tonight. There is an additional special thing they've changed. Yeah, you've got 3 reveals to work with in tonight's edition rather than just the 2. So extra strategy involved in tonight's edition. Because, of course, it was the 3rd spin. I felt, why not add the 3rd reveal to the list as well? Because it should be an easy thing for me to add. So you've got that to consider, as well as the following. Yeah, or more specifically, no, that one. Sorry, that button there. That's what I meant to do. Yeah, there you go. There's an example for you. So, yes, in this grid tonight, there are 5 cash tiles, 3 green tiles, 3 steals, 4 penalties, and, of course, the bankrupt. Now, one of those cash tiles will be our jackpot value of 350,000 doots. All the other cash tiles, don't worry, you will see these will be randomized again, Hex, so don't worry if you're seeing stuff. There will be some random stuff in a moment. But yes, one of the cash tiles will be guaranteed 350,000. All the others in tonight's edition of In the Grid will be anywhere between 2,500 and 25,000 in value. We've got 3 bonuses. Each of those bonuses can be anything up to 100% tonight. The steals are anything between 25 and 75% tonight. The penalties are minimum 50% penalty tonight, maximum 95%. But of course, the bankrupt is there for the full 100% penalty as well. So there is a lot to gain, but also a lot to lose as well in this edition. So let me press this button to hide it away, press this button to shuffle it up a bit, and then press this button to hide it all away so you can't see where everything is. And all of those percentages and values have been randomized, apart from, of course, one of the cash tiles is guaranteed to be 350,000 doots. And again, as a reminder, you've got 3 reveals to work with in tonight's edition as well across the full procedures. So, Ms. Vertigo, you were picked first. It means you will be playing first and last in tonight's edition of In the Grid. What is your first move? What's your first consideration?
Can I have a reveal on A1, please?
Early reveal, because you've got 1 extra in reserve. I will send you a message on Discord. A1, just to confirm, yeah?
Yes, please.
Okay, so for you, I'm going to send you a message of the colour, but not the value of A1. Alright. Okay, that has been sent. So with that in mind, Mr. Vertigo, you can elect to play A1 right now, keep it in reserve for later, You can use another reveal. You've got 3 of them to work with. Entirely your decision.
Let's go for another reveal. B1, please.
A second reveal, yeah?
Yes, please.
Another early reveal. A very interesting strategy, must be said. Let me move chat over a bit so I can actually see them while I've got the Unity Inspector open at the same time. No, not like that. Sorry. Just moving my windows around. So, reveal on B1, yeah? Just to confirm?
B1, yes, please.
Okay, so the colour but not the value of B1. Alright. And that's been sent through. So that's your second of 3 reveals in the grid already. You can elect to play your third one as well and get all of the early knowledge, though no guarantee that they're going to stick around anytime soon. What would you like to do?
I think I'll keep my third reveal for a bit later, and I'll choose B3, please.
B3 is the first one we're actually playing in tonight's grid. Okay, and for you, Mr. Vertigo, behind B3, it is a bonus. So we're going to be multiplying your current bank. It's only 10,000 currently. That's the guarantee we start off with. How much are we scaling that up by? 100%! It's the maximum bonus it could be in tonight's grid. There could be more of them out there as well. There's no guarantee that they're not unique, as it were. So there could be another 100% bonus lurking out there in one of the 2 other tiles. But just like that, you have doubled up to 20,000 doots this early stage. Manic, we now come to you. What's your first play in the grid?
Previous viewers of the channel will note that the last time I was on this game, I got, shall we say, worked over. Let's see, what do I do here? I would like to take A1, please.
Play A1, yeah?
Yes, I would like to play A1, please.
All right. So electing to call the bluff on one of Mr. Vertigo's reveals means they no longer have that foreknowledge on A1. And behind A1 for you, Manic. Well, it's another bonus. There's only 3 of them in the grid, and we've seen 2 of them so far. These are the only ways to sort of scale your value, in Balatro terms, X-Mult.
Yeah. It's looking less and less likely that someone's going to walk away with, 700,000?
We're certainly reducing that possibility, but it's still there's still a chance out there. But how much are we scaling your current bank by? That's the minimum a bonus can be in tonight's grid at 50%. So we add half of your bank, you're up to 15,000. So it is between you, 5,000 the difference, Mr. Vertigo with the lead. There's only 1 bonus tile left in the grid. Don't go hitting it so soon. Mr. Vertigo, we come to you. It's your next move.
Man of Mechanic going for one of my reveals has thrown me a bit, so I'm wondering what to do next. Let's go. Well, rightly or wrongly, I'm going to go with B1, please.
You're going to play your B1?
Yes, please.
So already using up the reveal advantage you had means you'll only have the 1 reveal left for the remainder of the grid. Manic will have advantage with 2 extra reveals in hand. Miss Vertigo behind B1. It's cash. One of the 5 cash tiles in the grid tonight. Now, it could be the jackpot. There's a 1 in 5 chance it could be the jackpot. Or it could be anything between 2.5 to 25,000. How much cash are we adding? It's 10,000 doots. It was not the jackpot this time round. Means you add another 10,000 through a different route. We had 10,000 with the 100% previously, and now 10,000 just with straight up 10,000 chips. That's definitely not the order of operations you would be offering to go for in Balatro. But that's the operations we're going for.
Scale here.
Very much so. Manic, we're now back to you.
Can you reveal for me C4, please?
Oh, the explosive one, yeah?
Yes, please.
All right, so I'm going to send you a message on Discord in a moment. The colour, but not the value, of C4. Sure thing. And that information has been sent to you.
Noted. Can you play for me? We'll make it C1, please.
Playing C1. We shall do that then. Mr. Vertigo, what do you think's behind C1 here?
Too early to say for me at the moment, I think.
Manic, what do you think's behind C1?
I think it's black.
You think it's black?
Yeah.
You're half right. It's a penalty. So we are losing some of your bank, not all of it. I mean, it's basically all of it. It's 95%.
It seems.
That's the highest the penalty could be without it being a bankrupt itself. So that's 95% loss. You are down to 750. We're back into familiar territory for you here, man.
I was going to say this is feeling a bit familiar. Last game, I don't know how many turns that I was over 1,000. I don't think it was many.
Not many. You're down to 750 right now. Mr. Vertigo does have quite the commanding lead at 29,250 doots. But it could all spin on its head with just one reveal on the grid. Bankrupt is still out there. There's still 3 penalties. There's the steals as well, Manic. Remember, you can steal some of Mr. Vertigo's bank when it comes to your turn next. But it's Mr. Vertigo's go now.
I'll play D2, please.
Playing D2. Avoiding an interesting kind of traffic light situation going on, but in reverse. We've got the green at the top and red at the bottom. That's definitely like upside down land traffic lights. But we're going with D2 and avoiding that entirely. Though, I don't think you should have done that.
Aww.
All that 30,000 has gone to waste. The 100% bonus, the 10,000, all for naught. It all comes crashing down to 0. The bankrupt has been hit. Which doesn't mean we can't bankrupt the jackpot anymore. We could still heavily penalise it, but we can't bankrupt the jackpot anymore because we're going to be playing it after the fact. As it stands, Manic, you now have the lead on 750 doots.
Yeah, this is very familiar territory now. I would like to... Yeah, this is probably a good thing, I think, for the both of us, really. Because, like you said, now nobody can lose the entire jackpot. And even if you hit another 95% drop again, still 95% of a very large number.
Yes.
So I would like to play D1, please. Let's finish off that column.
So you're going to do the corner then?
Yeah. We'll finish off the Jeopardy category.
Should Mr. Vertigo have picked D1 instead of D2? Yes, he probably should have done. It is cash. It could be a jackpot. Alas, it's not. But 7,500, it's exactly 10 times what you had in your bank.
Let's go.
So you've basically got the equivalent of a 1,100% bonus there.
Is that the smallest yellow in the game? Right
no,
now,
2,500 is the lowest it could be.
That's right.
So pretty low, but not the lowest it could be. But you do have the lead on exactly 8,250 versus Mr. Vertigo's goose egg right now. Mr. Vertigo, bit of catch up to play here. One more reveal left in hand as well, but we've still got a fair way to go in the grid still.
A4, please.
The paper size A4, yeah?
Yep, please.
It's a lovely paper size it is. Behind A4... Well, it's a penalty. Does absolutely nothing to you, but it takes it off the board for Manic. That's a good thing you did, because it was 90%. It's quite a big penalty on the board there that you managed to dodge. 95 and 90. They could still be out there again. But yeah, That entire thing was nothing, as 8 Minky says in chat. So, Mr. Vertigo, you're still on 0. Manic, you still have the lead by exactly 8,250.
I do.
Don't mess it up. There's still 2 penalties out there.
Yeah. There's 2 penalties. There's 3 steals.
The 3 steals are worth nothing to you right now.
Yeah,
but you could take them off the board for Mr. Vertigo.
They are a lot for. They're not worth nothing to me. They're worth a lot for him. Mm-hmm. So that's why they're quite concerning to me.
Yeah.
Can you reveal for me, please, D4?
I can indeed. Yes. So for you, the color, but not the value of D4. I need to look at my notes. There you go. That is behind D4.
All right.
Now you can elect to play that, or C4, or use your other reveal, or play anywhere else.
Let's get some connectivity going. I would like to play C3, please.
Playing C3 in the grid, okay. C3 it shall be. Welcome on in, Kitty Cat. Hope you're doing well this evening. Manic. You shouldn't have done it.
Womp womp.
It's another penalty. After this, there's only one other penalty left in the grid. So it's going to be a big rush for the cash at the end. How much are we losing of your 8,250? 3/4 of it. You're down to 2,063. You still have the lead by exactly 2,063.
That's true.
Mr. Vertigo does mean any cash tile will take the lead at this point. I mean, you would hope it's the jackpot that you pick, but any cash tile will do it for you.
Well, my thinking is, and I don't know how, if I'm right in thinking this, but my thinking is, if I take away the penalty, you just leave cash amounts left. It won't be many more reductions in the dupes. So,
that's correct, yeah.
So on that basis, I'll go with one of Manic's reveals, C4, please.
Playing
and
on Manic C4, yeah?
Yes, please.
Taking that individual advantage off the board. If it is the final penalty of the grid, means you are right. We are only adding to the values right now, or exchanging where they go. Behind C4, it is cash. It's not a penalty. And I did say any cash tile will get you the win. Well, will get you into the lead, should I say, not the win, but get you into the lead. Could be the jackpot. Could be 350,000 behind this. It's not, but it's about as high as it could be as a regular cash tile in this configuration. 22,500, so you now have the lead by 20,000 and a bit. Manic, now playing catch-up. Now would be the time for a steal. There are 3 of them in the grid right now.
Yeah, like half of these are steals, and at this point, I would like to play C2, please.
C2, yeah?
Yes, please.
Alright, C2 is locked in. Mr. Vertigo, what do you think's behind C2?
Well, it's more likely to be the steal, so probably that, maybe.
Manic, what do you think's behind C2?
I'm hoping it's purple. With my luck, it's going to be, I think, green.
You're wrong.
Oh, well, there we go.
With your luck, it's actually red rather than green. Means that's it. This is the last removal from the game. Everything from this point onwards is in addition to. Hopefully we do bonus at the end, but we'll see how that works out. Manic, we are losing another 80% from your bank. Crashes you down to 413 doots. I would say that's the lowest it could go, but that's a lie because Mr. Vertigo could still steal from it.
Could steal more of it, yeah.
But in combination, if you add it all together, the 22,913 that is currently in play, that is the bare minimum that it will be. There will be, in addition to, one more regular cash value plus one jackpot cash value, and then of course the bonus on top depending on which order things occur in. Mr. Vertigo, we come back to you. You have 3 more tiles to play. Manic still has 2 more tiles to play. You do still have a reveal each in hand as well. What's your consideration right now?
Can I use my last reveal on D3, please?
On D3, we can indeed. So for you, on the final reveal, the colour but not the value of D3. Okay. There you go. So you can elect to play that now, keep it in reserve, play on D4, Manic's reveal, or play somewhere else.
Let's play A3, please.
Going somewhere else for now. A3. So there's 2 cash tiles left up here. There's 1 bonus, and there's 3 steals. So 50-50, it's a steal that we're picking right now. Behind A3 is cash. Now, this is a little more interesting because it's now a 50-50 whether this is a regular cash value or whether this is the jackpot cash value. How much are we adding to Mr. Vertigo's bank? It's the jackpot value! 350,000 doots added to your bank, Mr. Vertigo. You have a commanding lead, several magnitudes bigger than Manic Volcanic score. However, there are 3 steals still left in the grid. And those steals are anywhere between 25% and 75% inclusive in 5% increments. Manic, you have 2 more tiles to play. Mr. Vertigo has 2 more tiles to play. There's still 1 cash value out there to add a bit more wealth to this game. And then there's also the bonus. So it's sort of in both of yours interests right now for Mr. Vertigo to get the bonus next. But that essentially means that gives you, Manic, 2 turns to find a steal if you did want to do that.
Mm-hmm. Can you reveal for me? A2, please.
Here it comes. One of the late reveals could be very critical to the end game. For you, Manic, the colour but not the value of A2. And have a look over there. And that is your information. All of the reveals. We did have 3 in play for each player tonight. All reveals have now been played. So now, it's all about the strategy for the end game, holding your nerve and seeing it all play out. There's still a bit of RNG involved potentially as well, depending on the colours that you are currently seeing before you. And of course, you only see the colour, not necessarily how valuable those things are.
Right. Can you play for me D3?
Playing Mr. Vertigo's reveal?
Yeah.
Oh, that is very interesting because you're removing Mr. Vertigo's individual knowledge on the board but keeping 2 for yourself. I mean, at this point, you don't have much. So literally doing anything, doing anything is good at this point. So playing against the grain, as it were, is probably the best choice you can make right now.
Yeah, show me a 50% bonus.
That is the problem. If this is the bonus, then we're sort of curtailing the top value of the game a bit. But if it isn't, then this is going to be a very tasty end game. Well, there's one of the steals. You are going to be taking some of Mr. Vertigo's bank. Is it going to be enough to take the lead? The value of the steal is 45%. It's not enough to take the lead right now, but it has made this game very tight indeed. Manic, you're up to 168,038 dutes. Mr. Vertigo, you do have the lead slightly on 204,875 dutes. Mr. Vertigo, you have no more reveals in hand. This is your penultimate turn in the grid. Manic only has one more turn to play. Bear that in mind as you make your decision here. There are 2 steals left in the grid. There is 1 cash, which we know is a regular cash value, somewhere between 2,500 and 25,000, and 1 bonus, which could be up to 100%.
Are you allowed to say what the rest of the steals are, how much they are, or don't you know?
I do know. Well, I can find out what the values are. I can tell you they're anywhere in the range 25 to 75. That's all the information I can give you right now.
Okay.
That is the maximum amount of metering I will allow.
Okay. I'll play B2, please.
Playing B2, yeah?
Yeah, please.
Okay, B2 it shall be. Knowing that Manic can only play one of their reveals in a moment, can't play both of them, so they're just going to pick... Well, theoretically, they're probably going to pick the best of what they have, maybe. Well, we'll see. Mr. Vertigo, behind B2... Ooh. Is the second of 3 steals. You are stealing back from Manic. How much are we stealing back? 30% means you take the lead a bit further. You're up to 255,286 versus Manic's 117,627. As a reminder, at the end of this game, only one of you gets to pay out. Whoever has the most is the one that gets paid out. Manic, you do have full knowledge of what is left in the grid right now because you have 2 of the 3. I
can pick any color that I want right now.
Yes, absolutely. It all depends on which you think is the most profitable pick for you right now.
Well, I think that is honestly kind of an easy question. Because I can double my money. But Mr. Vertigo has more than double my money. I can get a cash value, which is definitely less than that. So I'm going to play the steal on A2, please.
Do have the full knowledge of the grid, and as you are correctly surmising, the only way that you could get a win out of this is by stealing some of Mr. Vertigo's bank, but it's still not a guarantee because Mr. Vertigo could still bonus up at the end with a decent enough bonus.
This might not even
be enough for the steal either. That's very true. Well, we know it is a steal. This is the last steal of the grid. It can be anywhere between 25% and 75%. With 5% increments. How much are we stealing back? And is it going to be a tense endgame? 65% is the steal value. Manic, you're up to 283,562. Mr. Vertigo, you're down to 89,351. If we did the maths on that, it's not going to be enough to take the lead even if you get the full bonus, but we're going to play it out anyway to see how it would have done. Mr. Vertigo, would it have been B4 or D4?
B4, please.
B4 was the cash, and it was only 5,000. On any other day, 94,351 would have been by far a winning score. But with that jackpot value in play, Manic, you are our winner in the grid tonight with 283,562 doots. Congratulations, and I believe that has been paid out proper. Let's quickly reveal what the bonus would have been behind D4. 90%. It was quite a big bonus as well. So could have been enough if the steal wasn't as big as a 65% swing, but that's how the game goes. Manic, you are the winner tonight. How do you feel?
Feel great. It was a very good game. So thanks for that, Mr. Vertigo. Is this, remind me of the numbers, is this more than my jackpot win on 1,000 Heartbeats?
Well, jackpot win on 1,000 Heartbeats is 250,000, so yes.
So it is by a little bit. That's fun.
So yes, this is now your biggest win on quiz night on an end of stream wheel spin ×3.
Love it. Well, you know, at least I've peaked at a nice place. It's all downhill from here. But, thanks for having me. This is great.
No worries. Mr. Vertigo, 94,000 is a great finishing score, but alas, with 350,000 lurking in the grid was just not enough tonight. How do you feel?
Oh, gutted, but well done, man. A good game.
It was a very good game in the grid
game
tonight. Could have gone any which way. Where are those 94,351 dudes going at? They're going into the abyss, Riff. That's where they're going. Into the void. I'm very concerned about the Duke Collie. Oh, we've just got Dukes that you go. Just throwing them away, Riff.
They're recycled.
Manic Volcanic, Mr. Vertigo, MV, thank you very much for playing you two. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll catch you later for another quiz night game. Take care.
All right, take it easy.
Thank you. Bye.
Say bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, what a great game. What a great game in the grid tonight that was. The Abyss is going to be high on the leaderboard at this rate. It is, isn't it? So we'll be resetting the jackpot back down to 200,000. We only have 2 more streams left in this season of Quiz Night as well. Next week, the Wednesday and the Friday will be the final 2 streams of Season 15 of Quiz Night. And they will have a very, very quick break, as in the Wednesday stream doesn't happen and then the Friday stream starts Season 16. No, we've done the 3 spins, Hex. We did the 3 spins. I counted them all off. 2 more spins. No. We've done the 3 spins. We counted 3 spins off. They happened. But yeah, we'll be resetting the jackpot back to 200,000 for 2 more streams, which will be 2 more spins, essentially. And that will be the end of Season 15. We'll do a draw at the end and give out some prizes. Prizes. Let's use Friday's spin now. No. No. Because I'm not streaming. They don't count if I don't stream. They only count if I actually stream, all right? What have we got for the rest of this week? Well, over on Ben's side, I'm going to give Bennington a shout out, as I normally do. Here we go. Royal and Score Flush. We will have 2 streams from Ben this week. Tomorrow on Thursday and also on Saturday, because I'm not going to be streaming on Friday, so I'm doing a continuity for it all. On the 6th of February even, you've got Crossfire with Moneybox and Distinction. That's happening over on his stream tomorrow at 8 PM. And then on Saturday, on the 8th of February, you've got Plinko, Data Leak, and The Purge as your games over on Ben's side of things on the Saturday stream, both of which starting at 8 PM UK time. Outside of that, you've also got the Dumpster Lounge doing various things over the week. In fact, let me have a quick look at the week in DFIU happening. Don't think it's happening today because he's got some Dr. Mario meetings to have, but was planning to be a Card Shop Sim stream with JB, though that's probably going to be happening some of the time. Though Stard is streaming tonight at 9 Central Time with game shows at night over on City of Stard. Let me see if I can give Stard a a shout out even. City of Stard. Do I have to wait? I still have to wait 45 seconds, but I will give them a shout out in a moment. But yes, will be some game shows at night. That's 9 Central Time, so 9 plus 6 gets you to 15. So 3 in the morning UK time. So late night over. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, SV. Late night over on Star side of things with game shows at night. Quite apt. On tomorrow. It says that JB goes live with some Isaac bullshit, but could also be some Car Shop Simulator as well. On the 8th, on the Friday, Stad's doing some more streaming to be announced, though, so may or may not happen. But there's also happening with Wheel After Dark on the 8th, on the Saturday, Wheel After Dark, and also on the Sunday at 1 Central, so that will be plus 6, 7 p.m. UK time. You've got the DFIU Bowl between Prey and JB over on the Dumpster Lounge side of things. Let me give a shout out to Stad proper. So I don't really give Stad many shout-outs, but I really should do. Because he does content as well. He does game show content and everything. And has all sorts of lovely people, Barry included. Stad is definitely good egg. And again, thank you to Stad when we did the first playtest of 5 Minutes to Fortune about a year ago on stream. That was a really, really amazing game of 5 Minutes to Fortune. Really, really showing it off with Clive. It was really, really good. And also he does actual game shows for a living, like actual game shows. He's like producer and everything. It's amazing. He was here in the UK briefly as well for various things. I missed out meeting him, but he was in the UK very, very briefly as well. JB gets no shout out. Oh, he gets a shout out all the other times. Oh, I'll give him a link shout out rather than a proper one, because I have to wait for every single one I have to do. I wish Twitch didn't have to do that. I wish I could just give shout outs as much as I want, but I know why they've done that. But also, Tipster, you're probably streaming on Sunday if your voice is any good. I know you're recovering. I hope you are recovering all right. But if you are good on the Sunday, then he'll be trying to stream on Sunday, so he'll be streaming on 4 p.m. With various things. We've been doing some Balatro recently and some Untitled Goose Game. I'll give you a link shout out there as well for Tipster. Do go give him a follow as well, doing some streaming stuff. 4 p.m. UK time on the Sundays, and some Tuesdays as well. Honk, etc. Right, I think, folks, that brings us to a close on tonight's edition. Let me do that. Let me find someone to throw it over to. Let's have a look on Twitch. See who there is live to throw it over to. We do have a Quizzy Dan currently live. I can go say hi to Quizzy Dan briefly. Or Mr. Gamerman's also live as well. No, we'll go and raid to Quizzy Dan. Haven't said hello to him for a while, so we'll go and raid over to Mr. Quizzy Dan, who does crosswords, actually produces crosswords, and also solves crosswords, plays various games online as well. All sorts of good stuff. Also, like, trivia writer extraordinaire. Writing for Oda Connect and game shows like that. Raid message. Yeah, good question. What should our raid message be? We've got a little bit of time to think. What do we want to say? What do we want to say hello to? Is it green? Well, we could say, is it green? Yeah, that's a broad enough message we can go with. Is it green? Yes, we're gonna go. Is it green? All right, you're still in the game. Sorry, Prey. That's definitely mixing up Limitless Win with Colour of Money. Is it green, or are we still in the game? There we go. Is it green? It'll work. Anyway. If it's green, then I'm not playing. Yeah, that's very true. Either way, enjoy the rest of the week. I say I'm not here on Friday. I'm going to be gigging instead, but we'll be lurking around Discord. I will be back next Wednesday for the final week of this season of Quiz Night, and then season 16's on the way, and also season 17's on the way. I hope you've seen the duels on the calendar. Yeah, the duel things are already on the calendar. They're setting the schedule. Duel season 5. Keep an eye out for that, because that's happening very, very soon indeed. Until then, take care. Have a good night. Oh, apparently I've already raided. All right, bye.